Hello and welcome to today's daily from HobbyKing.com. Stuart here with the release daily for the much anticipated Night Walrus. Now this is basically a night version of the very popular and well established Walrus glider from HobbyKing. HobbyKing is of course a HobbyKing brand. It's been a very popular model for many years. Great value for money, it flies amazingly well, and it actually made the ideal candidate to upgrade with LEDs to become the perfect night flying. Now, just like the original Walrus, this is plug and fly. The Night Walrus is plug and fly, and that means all of these LEDs that you see beautifully lit up and demonstrated on the model now, on the top, and on the bottom and on the tail and through the fuselage, these are all pre-installed for you. So assembly is essentially exactly the same as the original Walrus, which is very straightforward and easy. You just need to glue on the tail plane, slot the wing together, and mount your 6-channel receiver and the recommended 2200 3-cell. So it's a great battery that everybody's got, so it's perfect for that very common battery. Now the size, it's 1400mm span. It has a Aerostar 30 amp speed controller pre-installed, and it has a 2212 1350 kV brushless outrunner installed. The folding propeller is installed on the model out the box, and the default on the speed controller is brake, which is exactly what you want for this kind of folding propeller. Now, as I've got the canopy off, you will get an idea of how the LEDs are wired in this. Essentially, you've got a multiple daisy chain or Y harness that comes directly off of the speed controller. Now that's connected by a JST connector. What that means is, if you want to fly in the day without the LED and conserve some battery, then you can very easily do that by unplugging the JST. And then when you are ready to fly at night, all you do is plug in that JST that's soldered directly to the speed controller, and hey presto, you've got your Night Walrus all illuminated in these pre-installed LEDs. Now the performance is as good as the original Walrus, and where we have made improvements on the airframe itself is in its reinforcement and in its strength. You will notice first of all probably this PVC on the bottom here. This is twofold. What this does, being that it's a night flyer, it means that when you're coming into land, and you're landing at night, so chances are you'll probably be a little less smooth than you would be during the day. That adds lots of nice reinforcement, but also it helps alleviate one of the problems on the original Walrus, which was these weaker sides of the fuselage here. Now with this reinforcing plastic on the bottom, these sides become much stronger. And the reinforcement doesn't stop there. If I put the canopy back on and just tuck that wire in, that's magnetically held as per the original. This same PVC has been, or the same logic of the PVC, has been applied to the tail plane at the rear of the fuselage, and what that does is it really stiffens up the tail as well. And of course this is an impact point, so that's nice and protected also. If we look around the control surfaces on the ailerons, flaps, and on the elevator, they now have carbon fiber molded into the control surface, which the control horns screw onto either side. So you're getting really good rigidity and control authority and strength with those control horns with this added carbon fiber, and again makes the control surface itself very stiff. And as I've got it turned over, I'll go through a few more improvements as it were. Through this plastic part, we've also added additional air in and air out holes. Now these have a twofold effect. First of all, of course, they let more cooling air into the model and out the model. That's a great benefit over the original Walrus, but this particular hole is very handy for pulling through all of those cables that come from the wing and feeding them through into the fuselage to get the model in its finally assembled and hooked up to your receiver. And flipping it back around, you can see it's obviously got a much more stunning and striking seam than the original Walrus, so it will stand out both during the day and of course at night, especially with these pre-installed LEDs. You've got the red on the left-hand side and green on the right, and then you've got blue on the horizontal stab and orange on the vertical. And the fuselage itself, you have a strip of LEDs inside the fuselage, and what that does, it actually illuminates the inside and it diffuses the light, so you get this really nice orb or glow when you're flying the Night Walrus on the fuselage at night. And then just so you know what way you're going, you've got a nice white LED in this diffused canopy, clear diffused canopy on the Night Walrus. If you remember, the Walrus had a black one originally. And whilst we're speaking about canopy and other parts as well, This Night Walrus will have spare parts available for it, including the canopy and the prop and a few other pieces as well. Now those parts are backwards compatible with the original Walrus too, so it's a win-win situation. So that is the Night Walrus from HKing, a HobbyKing brand. It's available right now. If you look underneath this daily video, you'll see links to the product profile, where myself and the guys in the New York office run through the assembly and the flying of the model, and then of course you've got links to the product itself, and it is available in all warehouses as of now, and the spare parts will be available very soon as well. So look out for that. Enjoy your Night Walrus, get them whilst they're hot because they're going to go very, very fast, and rule the day, own the night with the new HKing Night Walrus.